The Exorcist's Labyrinth. In the heart of shadows, where the veil between worlds grows thin, a dimly lit chamber emerges, shrouded in ancient mystery. Flickering candles cast grotesque shadows on the floor, adorned with cryptic symbols. Within this sanctum, a hooded figure moves with deliberate intent, chanting incantations that reverberate through the very fabric of existence. Each flicker of the candle flame heralds the awakening of a darkness long dormant. As incantations reach a crescendo, shadows gather and meld into a sinister entity. The very fabric of reality seems to shudder as an otherworldly force materializes, its form a manifestation of ancient malevolence. The air thickens with an unholy anticipation, and the room pulsates with an energy that defies mortal comprehension. A malevolent specter has been summoned, and the world holds its breath, caught in the grip of a darkness that hungers for the unknown. Behold the haunted manor, an ancient relic shrouded in mist and forgotten whispers. Its dilapidated facade conceals a history steeped in sorrow and despair. Glowing windows peer into the abyss, and skeletal branches of ancient trees seem to whisper secrets of the tormented souls within. The very essence of the mansion resonates with the echoes of the past, beckoning those who dare to unravel the mysteries concealed within its decaying walls. Within the twisting corridors of this accursed labyrinth, shadows dance with malevolence. Dim lights flicker, casting unsettling silhouettes that seem to move of their own accord. Every footstep echoes through the narrow hallways, a haunting reminder that within these walls, the past and present converge in a symphony of terror. The very architecture of dread unfolds, beckoning those who traverse its passages into the heart of darkness.
Phantoms of the past materialize within these haunted walls, their transparent forms lingering between realms. The air resonates with mournful whispers, an otherworldly symphony that transcends the boundaries of the living. The very essence of the supernatural comes alive, weaving a tapestry of sorrow and despair. The boundary between life and death blurs, and those who dare to tread here risk becoming one with the spectral choir. Ethereal figures move silently, their eyes reflecting the eternal torment that binds them to the haunted realm. Witness the grotesque metamorphosis of portraiture, where once benign faces contort into visages of malevolence. The very soul of each portrait seems to bleed with the torment of forgotten memories. These malevolent visages bear witness to the sins of the past, their haunting gaze following every step taken within this unhallowed gallery of the grotesque. Portraits, once benign, transform into macabre reflections of the damned. Sinister smiles curl upon grotesque faces, their eyes tracking the protagonist's every step. The walls seem to breathe with a malevolent energy, as if the very essence of horror has been painted onto the canvases, waiting to consume the unwary.
Step into the malevolent gaze of a sinister mirror, a portal into the twisted reflections of the soul. As the protagonist peers into this abyss, the mirror becomes a malevolent force, subtly altering reflections to reveal the sinister truth that lies beneath the surface. A cursed mirror hangs in silent judgment, distorting reality into a nightmarish reflection. As the protagonist gazes into the glass, the distorted image reveals a malevolent presence lurking just beyond. The mirror becomes a gateway to the darker recesses of the soul. The boundary between reality and nightmare blurs, leaving only the unsettling certainty that something watches from the other side. Inanimate objects awaken with an unholy life of their own, dancing to a discordant melody that echoes through the very fabric of reality. Among them, a child's music box plays a haunting melody, its eerie notes piercing the air as if plucked from the darkest recesses of a cursed lullaby. Dancing to a haunting melody emanating from a child's music box, each movement is a grotesque ballet orchestrated by unseen hands. The mundane becomes malevolent, as the very essence of the cursed objects seems to mock the fragility of reality, transforming the familiar into a grotesque parody. Cryptic symbols, etched in the lifeblood of the damned, adorn the walls like a grotesque tapestry. Each stroke tells a tale of unspeakable horror, a language of the occult that only the initiated can comprehend. The protagonist's trembling hands trace the macabre script, unraveling the foreboding messages that foretell the descent into the abyss. Behold, the cryptic messages etched in the lifeblood of the Forsaken, a language of the occult written upon the very walls that bear witness to untold horrors. With every revelation, the gravity of the descent deepens, and the realization dawns that the very foundations of reality are inscribed with the portents of doom. In the suffocating silence, the protagonist grapples with the insidious whispers that coil like serpents around the mind. Subtle visual distortions ripple through the surroundings, a testament to the invasive nature of the demonic voice. As the protagonist struggles against the seductive promises echoing through the labyrinthine corridors, a battle unfolds against the encroaching darkness. Returning to the heart of the forbidden sanctum, the protagonist steps into the ritual chamber. The air pulsates with an otherworldly energy as a mysterious portal looms. Cinematic effects heighten the atmosphere, revealing a gateway to a realm where the boundary between nightmares and reality dissolves into a swirling tapestry of the occult. Enter the maze of torment, where reality itself becomes a shifting labyrinth of madness. The fabric of reality unravels, entangling in a nightmarish dance with the unknown. Maze unfolds like a fever dream, a labyrinth of torment where reality twists into impossible angles. Shifting, walls confound the senses, and unsettling sounds echo through the endless corridors. Every step taken is a descent into a maddening abyss, where time unravels and the boundaries between nightmare and reality blur into a disorienting dance of despair. Witness the climactic confrontation, where the protagonist faces the demonic entity in a struggle that transcends mortal comprehension. Swirling shadows envelop the scene as the intensity of the otherworldly clash reaches its zenith. The very essence of the abyss is laid bare as the lines blur between protagonist and malevolence, revealing the ferocity of the struggle and the impending threat that hangs in the balance. As the protagonist stands at the precipice of despair, emotional turmoil unfolds. Alternating between the anguished expression and the looming presence of the demon, visual effects heighten the gravity of the sacrificial choice. The very air resonates with the weight of the decision, drawing into the torment that accompanies the realization that every choice comes at a cost. In the aftermath, the mansion stands frozen in time, its decaying walls bearing witness to the horrors that unfolded within. Uncertainty permeates the very essence of the haunting aftermath, leaving entangled in the enigma of what lies beyond the threshold. As the final incantation resonates through the air, a haunting silence descends upon the accursed mansion. The ritual concludes, leaving the echoes of horror to linger in the stagnant air. The walls seem to bear witness to the unspeakable, and the mansion stands frozen in an eternal moment, as if holding its breath in anticipation of the next unwitting soul to venture into the shadows. The question remains, an escape, or merely a pause before the next descent into the unknown? For more videos like these, please like, share, and subscribe, and please press the bell icon